interesting looking weather. It seems like all the clouds are on one side and there's blue skies on the other. And what did I read today? Usually with the warmer weather and stuff too, you'd have to worry about things like wildfire. How about this one where they say they're going to use drones and AI? This one says, drones, AI joined battle against wildfires with big assist from investments in networks. As it says here, Canada's wildfire crisis hits close to home for Cameron and Bryce Jones. In 2003, the brothers moved with their family to British Columbia's Okanagan region, renowned for its fruit orchards and vineyards. Months later, a massive wildfire destroyed more than 250 square kilometers of land and burned around 250 homes to the ground. So fortunately, he was lucky, but I guess with that experience, that's usually when people say there has to be a solution per se, and I guess that's where things like the drones came in. It says 2 decades later, that experience sparked a game-changing idea among an increasing number of technology-driven solutions with potential to play a critical role in the fight against seasonal wildfires, from early detection to reforestation. The Jones brothers head up Flash Forests, a Toronto-based reforestation startup that blends AI, drones, and ecological science to plant trees quickly and on a large scale. So from the sounds of it here, it's more about, as they say, reforestation as opposed to, I guess, dropping water bombs or something like that. And as well, they talk about how to run stuff like this, you need the proper network per se. It says, of course, digital solutions require powerful networks to enable the outcomes they are looking to drive. Flash Forward uses TELUS world-leading networks, allowing Jones and his team to effectively operate their drones, often in extremely remote areas where a lot of wildfires take place. The fast and reliable network connectivity enables them to gather real-time data in the field and use that data to deepen their research, refine their approach, and ultimately improve pod success. It almost comes across as some kind of advertisement, I guess, for the telecom company here, isn't it? So ultimately, it just means, I guess, they can be more productive in various environments and all that. And it makes you wonder too, with so much fear-mongering of people flying a drone and so forth around various areas. With this drone, for example, let's just pretend it's reforesting or it's fighting a fire. Do you think this drone would automatically land, for example, if it detects a drone, I don't know, 5 kilometers away, like from the area? Because that's what a lot of people do actually when they say, oh, I spot a drone from the wildfire situation, there's emergency workers. It doesn't matter if they're like just literally 5 kilometers away, like they have absolutely no impact to the operation. It'll be like, land all your helicopters. Do you think like a drone would do that with like an AI, for example? I would assume it would be, okay, if it gets eerily close and it's literally getting in the way, then that's a different story. But yeah, I guess you will see more of this, I guess, tech and stuff being used in these scenarios. Well, that thought of using drones, it makes me wonder, with this, for example, is this worth the investment? This one says, Washington State deploys $30,000 drone to combat graffiti. The drone will shoot paint out of a modified nozzle to cover vandalism. So by the sounds of that, it's more to, I guess, repair and restore the affected area. Whereas when I read that at first, it made it sound like they're actually chasing after people or something. It says Washington State is readying a $1 million anti-vandalism project, part of which involves testing a $30,000 drone that paints over graffiti. Signed into law on March 15th by Governor Jay Inslee, the Graffiti Abatement and Reduction Pilot Program is scheduled to go into effect on June 6th and includes field testing spray drone technology along Interstate 5 between Tacoma and Seattle, as well as North Spokane. According to the Washington State Department of Transportation, the idea comes from a maintenance crew member following a light bulb moment while painting over graffiti for the second time in a single week. To tackle hard-to-reach spots on bridges and overpasses, WSDOT relies on what are known as under-bridge inspection trucks. But with only 6 UBITs across the entire state, it can take a while to reserve and schedule one for dispatch to graffiti sites. If drones could be used for inspections, why couldn't they be used to spray paint? The maintenance worker wondered. So, as they mentioned, I guess that's where that quote light bulb moment came in effect. And as well, as they mentioned, it cost what, $30,000 for the Sparkatus Endure drone system. Now, is it worth the cost, for example? Because it says here WSDOT estimates it spent over $815,000 on graffiti removal in 2023. After taking staff time and equipment costs into consideration, that's nearly 10,300 hours of labor spent covering 700,000 square feet of graffiti along our highways. Maybe the new $1 million in state funding will aid in WSDO's forever war against the graffitists. man, is it really that expensive to take care of things like graffiti and so forth? Although, if you're just trying to, I guess, repair and cover the problem, I guess that doesn't address the fact that people are actually doing it, correct? It would probably be a little bit more effective just to install, I don't know, like a camera or something like that in the area if you really want to catch the person anyways. And this seemed completely random. I was wondering why there was so much police presence around various areas yesterday, and apparently a grenade was found. Like, how do you find a grenade, like, just randomly there, for example? And it says here from the police, a person gardening near Olympic Village this morning located an old grenade. Explosives experts, along with additional resources, were brought in to examine the device, confirming the grenade was still a potential danger. It was safely destroyed by police. And yeah, there were people wondering what the heck that huge explosion sound was and all that, and this was it. It says the investigation continues into how it may have gotten there, how long ago, and by whom. All questions we'd like to have the answers to. Yeah, how the heck does a grenade get into an area like that? I highly doubt this is, for example, something that's been there for hundreds and hundreds of years. I wouldn't doubt if there's just some crazy guy, for example, just trying to cause destruction and so forth.
Where's the emergency? Where's the button? The yellow strip. The yellow strip. Oh, sorry.
Alright, see you guys later.